Hi, happy Motivational Monday. It's me, Miss Motivational, and I'm here to tell you guys the 5 steps to becoming the strong, confident lady who makes things happen instead of that shy girl. So you see, I used to be really, really shy, and no one could picture that. And I'm going to keep this so quick, okay? But here's what happened. I used to be so shy that I never raised my hand in school. I never went to the cashier to get change back. I was afraid to call people, afraid to go to a public event where I'd have to talk to people because I had nothing to say or I was insecure. And I just never did what I wanted. And until I broke out of my shell because I knew what my goals were, things just never happened. There were so many things that I wanted to do, so many lives that I wanted to positively impact, but I was just so insecure and shy that things just held me back. So, here are 5 quick steps that you can start doing today that will help you to be the strong, confident leader that you've always wanted to be. So, number 1, get over it. Whatever's holding you back, get over it. I know that's easier said than done, right? But you just have to let go. You never know what's going to be that one conversation starter. And sometimes there are some things that you can do to help get over it other than just saying, I'm just going to do it. So, I don't know. Maybe you're going to a party and you don't know anybody there, right? And you're like, I don't know, I look disgusting today. I don't really know what I'm going to say. What am I going to do? I want to go to a new group exercise class maybe, but I've never been there. I don't know anyone. So listen, if you're going somewhere new, why don't you try getting a new outfit and make sure it looks good on you? Get somebody that trusts you, that you know that you can trust. So maybe like your mother or father, brother, sister, whoever it is, a friend that you've known for a long time that you can trust who will give you honest feedback. And don't go in all black. I know, I love all black. And if you're an all black person, just have a hint of color. It makes you stand out in the crowd and make you seem like you're not like a Debbie Downer, okay? So try that out. You never know. People might say, hey, I really like those shoes. Where'd you get them? And that'll help open up conversation if you have a hard time talking to people. And that goes into the next thing, checking the news. I always tell people I check Google News sometimes when I need something to talk about because it's something that just happened. And I'm also not really into watching that much TV, but sometimes I will catch a clip before I go somewhere just so I could say, hey, do you watch this? Or, look at the best-selling list for New York Times books, the New York Times bestseller list, and you could talk about books or whatever event you're going to. Or, hey, how do you know the person that's holding the event? Or if you're going to a networking event, don't just say, hey, what do you do? Tell me, what are your goals? What do you want to do? Why did you come here? Something that's open-ended that'll get other people to talk and it'll help create conversation for you and ease your way into the event. And also going early to something that's new. So if you want to do a new kickboxing class, go early. Talk to the instructor. Talk to people that go every week. Why don't you, make sure you're energized, fueled? Maybe check it out the week before. All right. So number 1, just get over it. And if you want to learn more about ways that can help you get over it, you can always email me or by going to missmotivational.com. Number 2, put yourself out there. I can't explain how much that has helped me. Don't hold back. You just need to go. You will never know what happens unless you put yourself out there. So if you think you're really, really awkward, you're afraid to go on dates with people because you're just this awkward person, your awkward quirk could be the one thing that somebody likes about you. The same applies for a job. I have a friend who thinks she's so awkward. She hates going on interviews. She hates going on first dates. But you know what? You get better. You're like, I learned from it, okay? And people will remember that awkwardness and say, that was awesome. Or, like, whatever it is. One guy I know used to have an afro and it was the weirdest thing. And he would go around showing his picture of people. But it worked. You put yourself out there. I always tell people I'm colorblind because it's a great conversation starter. Going back to getting over your fear of going up to people and then just putting yourself out there. Saying, what are you here to achieve? It's hard to sometimes say that, right? But when you do that, more people will come to you because you're being honest and open. And number 3, nix the passive attitude, nix that approach. It's not going to work. People are not always going to come over to you. You need to go and make things happen. So if there's somebody that you really have a crush on, all right, you really, really like, go ask him out. He might not know because you're so shy that you don't smile and you cross your arms, all right? He might have no idea, okay? If there's a job that you really want and you know that somebody else is applying for, but you're better for it, you have the skills, Go find out how you can get that interview. If you know someone that works at that company, go get someone to talk it for you. If you know the person hiring, go over, send them an email, send them a handwritten note, better yet, and make it personable. Go to the networking event, whatever it is. I knew that I loved what Reebok was doing, and I went to the recruiting event and put myself out there. And I got over any fear that I had, and I nixed the passive approach, and I went over to people and gave handshakes. Okay? That's just what you do. Somebody once told me that they love that I am not afraid to go and make things happen. If you met me 8 years ago, that would have never happened. But you do it because I had a goal and that's what I wanted to do. Number 4, smile and have good posture, presenting yourself well, right? And I always talk about this. I used to be never smiling. Part of the reason is because I was insecure, but the other part was because I had braces when I was 19 years old or 18, I don't even know. And I didn't like to smile, okay? So people told me they used to think that I was a bitch. They're like, Michelle, you were a bitch. You never smiled until we got to know you and you were really nice. Hey, so you know what? Just smile. It works. I pick up guys off the street. Okay, I know that's really weird, but it's because if I see someone passing by that looks good, I'm just going to give them a little smile and an eyelash. You know, whatever it is, bat my eyes. The same thing for a job. I'm listening, I'm smiling, I'm attentive, making eye contact. By the way, eye contact too helps. But I'm smiling. People like to be around happy people, but they might not even know you're happy because you're hunching and slouching. So, shoulders back, chest lifted, core is tight. Good posture will get you stronger, and it improves. And I've gone over this with you, how you feel about yourself and how other people view you. So if you walk into a room smiling with confidence, with a bit of bright color from that new outfit that you got, and you put yourself out there with that great handshake, you are good to go. You are better than the person that's standing in the corner. It's better, I think, to be awkward standing in the middle of a networking event room than hiding in the corner, because people will come over to you, or you have a better shot of going over to people. That's it. And number 5, remind yourself of your goals. So even if you're feeling really tired and lousy and you're not energized, you don't want to get over your fears. You don't want to put yourself out there. You don't really want to go over to people and talk to them and get, whatever. And you don't really feel like smiling today because it's a rainy day. Remember your goals and why you're doing what you're doing, because that will help you. If you want something bad enough, you will do what you can to get there. All right? So happy Monday. Go make things happen. Look at this, 8 minutes or less. Have a wonderful Monday. If you want more motivation or more work to help get yourself out of that shy attitude and insecurity to someone who makes things happen, you can always visit my website, MissMotivational.com, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Ms. MZ Motivational. Have a wonderful day and week. Bye.